Hi there, welcome to a video review of my latest commission custom. This is Captain Universe from Marvel Comics. This will be the first video under the moniker Level 28. Those of you who have been following me on YouTube and other social media under Kawoosh Customs will notice that I have changed the name. I've acquired business license as I am now doing this customizing full time. So you'll see that reflected across not only the website, Facebook, Twitter, etc. So anyway, let's get to reviewing this figure. This custom Captain Universe is actually based on the cover art from a promotional Marvel comic that was made back in 1994 that you could send off and have your information put into the pages of the comic book, like the X-Men characters are talking to Captain Universe and they reference him, using your name. So very personalized, very cool comic, came with comic cards, double-sided poster, that sort of thing. My customer, he had one of these comics, when he was a kid, and wanted to recreate that in action figure form. So this figure is based on a Cosmic Spider-Man Marvel Legends body with a repaint. I've gone through, it took several different variations of paint color and combinations of different layers I've got metallic and pearlescent paints in here, plus some translucent paints to give it kind of a see-through galactic kind of feel, I guess, with hand-painted stars and constellations on there. It's kind of harder to tell in the video than in real life that there is kind of a shimmer added to the white part of the costume, so kind of a pearlescent effect to that as well. So, this could have been just a straightforward repaint custom, but I didn't want it to be, kind of a plain, mundane figure, so he actually comes chock full of accessories. One of which is that he comes with alternate hands. And these are kind of a flat, kind of flying pose hand. So I'll pop that in there. And that there. So get him to kind of whoosh through the air here. So he's got that thing going for him. Now, while I'm on the subject of pulling apart things and posing, I've gone through an extensive amount of paint rub prevention with this figure because I've used so many layers of paint on him. It kind of thickened up, what could be scraped off with the shoulder muscles and everything, those joints. So he does still retain all of his articulation. He's got the double jointed elbows, the swiveling biceps, and the barbell shoulder joints and things like that. Plus I've sculpted out the inside of the neck here to give him more of an up and down look, especially for like flying poses and powers and things like that. So moving on with the accessories here, and put back his original kind of fist hands. So moving on, another one of the additions that I made for this figure is his sort of cosmic powers, quote unquote. And these are going to be the kind of orbs that he has. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be particularly, some sort of, looks like a molecule maybe. Anyway, so these are actually made out of jewelry wire with, it's like a metallic blue jewelry wire with hot glue and these kind of translucent blue beads, as well as a translucent blue paint on them. So pop that into place there. And how these attach is you take the hand here, put the wrist peg through the hole in the power, pop that into the wrist joint, and it securely holds it in place. And these can be moved around to, however you want those little effect orb things to be positioned. On the right one, I've done a little bit of extra detail because this is kind of going to plug into the whole comic cover and base and everything. He's got these kind of tendrils that come off the back as if he's, punching through the air. So that is how those attach. Now for the last sort of accessory that I've got here, let's move this down a little bit so you can see. He's got a base here with the kind of flying, punching cosmic effect as you see on the cover of the comic as well. Now this base is kind of custom painted to have sort of a galactic effect to it, sort of a shimmery nebula. And it's actually made out of the same jewelry wire as the powers that go into the hands. So it is bendable and it'll retain its shape. So you can get some cool dynamic posing out of it. And you'll notice there is actually a little hook at the front here. So what this is for, we'll put his foot on the peg hole. You can actually attach the hook here into the power on his hand. So wherever you'd like to do that, I mean, there's infinite ways that you could pose this guy with this kind of base. So giving him kind of that punching effect from the cover of the comic book. So, let's see, we'll stand him up. I say that as he falls. Let's get his legs going here. A more sturdy pose. And it kind of helps support the whole structure altogether with this sort of, the punching through effect. So, yeah, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't a basic figure, give him a little more, dynamic range and a little more display ability. So, as I said, you could bend this around as if he's, coming up from a different angle, whatever looks cool on your shelf. So, anyway, that is it for the review of my Captain Universe figure. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and I hope my customer enjoys the figure as much as I enjoyed making it. Until next time.